Sons and daughters turning against their parents. Friends giving up on long relationships. Emotions getting the better of rationality. Ancient divisions, once subdued, are being opened to expose humanity's primal instincts. A mentality of us versus them has pervaded nearly all aspects of life. The wedge that most easily divides people is fear. If tribes fear each other, they fight. If they both face something that threatens them both, they will fight together. It used to be that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, where all the tribes band together against a larger external threat. That doesn't seem to be the case any longer. All the existing people in the world and all the tribes they belong to are facing an implacable, invisible, soulless, alien invasion. And yet, battle lines are still drawn, not against the alien, but against each other. I've seen heartbreak on both sides of the wedge when a loved one chooses the other side. This can only happen when fear overpowers love. I have also seen love overpower fear. Imagine, if you will, a skinny, dirty, scared stray dog running from its rescuers until it's finally cornered. It snaps and growls, fighting till the end. After a bath, some food, and TLC, it realizes this may not be so bad after all. With basic needs met, the fear goes away and it becomes a good dog. We all share the basic needs of survival and the associated fears. Fear of hunger, fear of cold, fear of danger. We find solace in banding together as community. Sanctuary, protected from the fears. And as a community, respond to threats against this sanctuary. A division occurs within a community when threats are perceived differently. If one side feels their security is threatened, they resort to defense. The division comes when the other side feels there is no threat. A malicious outsider could see both sides of this wedge and direct fears into whichever side by tailoring the fears for their intended target. There are people who want to ride their four-wheelers through the woods without oppressive boundaries and regulations. Others want to grow plants in their garden to harvest and enjoy in their home without fear of overregulation. We think of these as freedoms, a bedrock of our society. Some want to own a collection of beautiful, finely crafted rifles and exquisitely engineered handguns. The agrarians would enjoy showing their best plants, maybe winning a prize for beauty. These are pursuits of happiness, another bedrock. There are other differences between these people that go much deeper. They face each other across a divide, one person pointing left and the other pointing right. As one standing apart, I see both of their hands pointing in the same direction, toward a shining city on a hill, a vision of what we call America. A friction has developed between these two sides. Friction creates heat, then sparks, and ultimately fire. We need to think about who's rubbing these sticks together and why they want to build a fire. When humans discovered fire, it gave them power over all the animals and even the elements. This quest for fire is a quest for power. When the fire burns down, one side will walk through the ashes, proclaiming themselves the winner, and the winner makes the rules. There's another form of power that humans have discovered in this modern electronic age. Information. Knowledge is power and available to everyone. It's important to remember here that information is just data, and it needs to be processed into knowledge. All of the human experience and knowledge is available to us. This is a freedom that we must not lose. When someone tries to turn you against your neighbor, ask, why would they do such a thing? Use your power of information. Will you be a tool for the fire makers? The sticks that are rubbed together are consumed in the fire that they produce. Hunters and agrarians can coexist, even helping each other, while moving toward that shining city, each on their own side of that divide, without friction. We are living through times that define the character of our nation. We pledge that we are indivisible with liberty and justice for all. If we are to be faithful to that pledge, we can't let ourselves be divided by fire makers seeking power.